Hello YouTube. It's yeah, I'm videoing more than I probably should today, but it helps me keep my head straight, and that's something I think I need to do prior to seeing my therapist. Anyway, it is 2:55 p.m. Wednesday, December 1st, and as I mentioned in the last video, I'm not sure if my therapist appointment was at 3 o'clock or 3:30, but I'm doing good at getting there, so I'm either going to be like 5 minutes later or 25 minutes early. I'm doing my best. And I sure hope this video is recording audio. I was, as I was riding the train from 48th Street over to Thomas, looked at my iPhone. I was actually going to upload my upload like my next video that I'll be behind at moving from my phones up to YouTube, and I noticed that I got a pop-up, a notification that John Schneider is live streaming, and yes, that John Schneider from Smallville, and also the Dukes of Hazzard. So, yeah, if you didn't know that Bo Duke had a YouTube channel, you should check it out. But it's probably not what you think it's going to be. It's in a lot of ways, it's kind of like Russell Brand's YouTube channel. Mostly a lot of monologues from John Schneider. Sometimes he's reminiscing about things in his career, which is always fun to listen to. I know there's a video on there where he shows off his replica, the General Lee, and that's pretty awesome. But then there's also the bulk of the channel is just him kind of monologuing about current events and topics and things of that nature. So and normally when I get a notice about a live stream from a YouTuber that I pay attention to, it's too late. I click on it and it's that went, it's over. I mean, I can watch it, but it's no longer live. But yeah, I watched the bulk of this. Now I was using my first Obama phone as a hotspot. As I've said before, that thing's generally pretty reliable. As far as the speed, like it, as I've also mentioned before, it doesn't seem to have any kind of data limit on it. Like, allegedly, that's only good for 10 gigs, but I used just shy of 60 gigs last month. So I'm at the point now, I'm not trying to ration that. I'm just using it like my own personal portable wireless ISP. Now, as far as the speed, it kind of depends, on how many. It's on the T-Mobile network. Obviously, T-Mobile gives priority to T-Mobile customers over Obama phone insurance wireless customers. But yeah, so it was I listened to John, but it was pretty. I got a lot of buffering, unfortunately. But he's talking about new recent news in the whole Alec Baldwin on set shooting. I hate to call that a murder as much as that kind of borders on murder, but I think to call it anything less than manslaughter is dancing around the reality of what happened. I mean, all the excuses in the world. Man had a gun in his hand and he pointed at somebody and pulled the trigger. Not really a gun person, but I certainly grew up around guns and used guns a lot when I was younger. Now, granted, I haven't had a gun in my hand for a very long time at this point, because I've been a convicted felon since 1996, and I've never violated the don't have a gun provision. I've been good like that, but prior to that, I did never used a handgun, but I used rifles quite a lot. And in my high school, part of freshman PE was marksmanship and gun safety. And now I get that that gun was a prop. People trying to say it was a prop gun. No, the gun itself was a prop. It was very much a real gun. If it was not a real gun, nobody would have died. But certainly one thing that I remember being taught heavily in gun safety, and something that was also taught to me by my stepdad before ever, long before making it to freshman PE gun safety, was that anytime you have a gun in your hands, you check to see if it's loaded. You check to see if the safety is on or off. You check that stuff. You don't just assume anything with a gun. A gun is a weapon that can take a life, and you don't make assumptions about that. You check that. Once a thing is in your hands, you're responsible for that. You're responsible for knowing that. Now after that, the other thing that was strongly taught was that you don't ever, whether or not you think it's loaded, and whether or not you think the safety is on, you don't ever point a gun at anything that you're not intending to potentially shoot. Now, I'll give Alec Baldwin a pass on that, as the gun was being used, as a prop in making a movie. But I can't clear conscience give him a pass on the other half of that. Anyways, I know it's a hot button topic, and I'm not really that's not what I'm really. Look, Waymo car. I'm seeing way more of those. But yeah, it's anyway, that's what John was talking about, so of course it's kind of on my mind right now. So hopefully I got the audio on this video, because I've got my earbuds in, my Bluetooth earbuds, which I was using to listen to John Schneider. I'm not sure how that will affect my phone recording audio, but I'm sure I'll find out soon. Anyway, I'm here. Thanks for watching, and I'm sure I'll shoot more today.